What's going on, guys? It's your boy Tony, back with episode 4 of this podcast. I hope that you're having a hell of a day. I hope that it's going amazing. Whatever you guys are doing, I hope that it's well worth it. Right now outside, it's gloomy as hell, but it's okay because I'm feeling good. I'm having a good day myself. I hope that y'all stacked multiple wins over this week. Y'all know what I say. One of my wins that I stacked over this week is I've gotten stronger in my squats. So these bad boys are getting stronger. So I'll definitely say that that's a win for me. But let's get right into it. Y'all know I don't like to waste time. What are we going to be talking about today? Today we're going to be talking about something special. We're going to be talking about how you use your story, right? And this subject is pretty deep and personal for me. So I hope that y'all get something out of it, plain and simple like that. Why do I want to talk about this? I want to talk about how you use your story, because first things first, I want y'all to get to know me just a little bit. And my story has a lot to do with what we're talking about today. So that's why we're here. Another reason is I see a lot of people letting life happen to them, not realizing that life is happening for them. And they start to feel bad for themselves. They make excuses as to why they're not where they want to be, and they don't get anything done. And then they start to tell themselves that they can't do something or they don't deserve something because the way their life has played out for them, and it doesn't really make any sense. So let's talk about it a little bit. When was the last time that you told yourself that you couldn't do something or you didn't deserve something because you just felt like you didn't deserve it? First question or second question that I want you to ask yourself is, where did it get you? If it got you somewhere, keep doing it. Keep doing it. If not, keep watching. But chances are it didn't get you anywhere. If it did, congratulations. All power to you. But it's not going to fuel you to take it to the next level. Like, you're right here right now, but you could be right here. People look at all the odds that are stacked against them in their life, and they create this character for themselves. They kind of put themselves in a box. And those same people that tend to do that to themselves are the same people that look at wealthy people and think these wealthy people didn't work for their fortune. They think that wealthy people were destined for greatness, that they were dealt a good hand throughout most of their life. They think that wealthy people were spoon-fed where they are right now. When in reality, anyone that's wealthy, that's worth it long-term, has grinded it out. They got it through the mud to get it, to get where they are right now. I mean, let's talk about it. Oprah, she was abused sexually, right? Now she's one of the most famous women in the world. Steve Harvey was homeless. Now he's one of the most sought-after talk show hosts. 50 Cent was literally shot in the face. And now look at him. He's got multiple successful TV shows, not even to mention his music. But he doesn't make music anymore. Stevie Wonder's literally blind, okay? Jay-Z, he went through the struggle, and now he is where he is. All these people, they went through something, and now they are where they are. And some of these people grew to be billionaires, but y'all don't realize that. And you think their story was pristine or fair? No, I don't think so. If you do, then you need to do your research. Plain and simple as that. So with that being said, all seriousness, you need to stop telling yourself that you don't deserve it. Because you're being set up for something so great and so big. All you need to do is open your eyes to it. That's literally it. You need to open your eyes to it and work towards that thing. Personally, my story wasn't pristine, nor was it fair. I've been molested. I've been abused. I've been neglected. I've felt abandoned before. I've been bullied. I've been teased. I've been a thief. All at a young age. Not to mention, I lost my adopted mom not too long ago that cared for me so deeply since I was 16 months old. Now, I'm not telling y'all this to feel bad for me. Please don't feel bad for me. The reason I'm telling y'all this is because is because you have to decide one day that you're not going to let your past define you. And I have a story, just like everyone else, but I'm not going to make excuses for myself based on my history, and neither should you. So we got to make a change, y'all. We got to make a change. Life is a gift, so you need to not take advantage of it and stop feeling bad for yourself, because as bad as it sounds, no one feels bad for you. No one feels bad for you. I see a lot of people complaining about where they are in life. They might post on Facebook or social media or something like that. And I know it might feel good in the moment maybe to get that out there. But unfortunately, in reality, nobody cares. Nobody cares. And I guess you really have to open your eyes to it. So with that being said, because nobody cares, you need to flip the script for yourself and start thinking to yourself that there's no such thing as good or bad. There just is. And you need to use the past as motivation and a reason to stay disciplined. If your life was hell, then you need to make it worth it. You need to make your life worth it. And the only way you're going to do that is if you stop being ashamed and stop telling yourself you're a bad person, because you're not. I know I'm not a bad person, so you shouldn't tell yourself that you're a bad person. But that is a big if you decide to make a change, right? Because once you make a change, it's like you want better for yourself, and you stop making excuses for yourself. But next, you need to figure out what your purpose is, and you need to live honestly, and people will gravitate towards you. You need to help people. You need to bring value to someone's life, anyone's life, any way that you can. Maybe, okay, so let's say you're good at something. Maybe you're good at sewing. Be the best damn sewer. Maybe you're good at nails. Be the best one. Maybe you're good at building things. Be the best one. Maybe you're good at interior design. Be the best one. Maybe you're good at music. Be the best one. Be the one, not the two. You know what they say. Whatever it is you feel like you're good at, become better at it. You need to work on your craft. If you feel like you can be successful in that thing, then you need to work on your craft. For me, I know it was to help people. I know it was to help people get fit and inspire people somehow, some way, right? But it's something that I'm actively working on. I may not be as good at it right now, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to be not as good as it, or not as good in that specific thing forever. This is a process. You know, Nipsey Hussle said it best. It's a marathon, not a sprint. You're not going to be good at something right away. But hey, maybe you are good at that certain thing, but that's a skill. That's a talent, right? But you need to keep working on that talent, because the person that doesn't have a talent but is working harder than you is going to get where you want to be before you. And how's that going to feel? I bet you're going to feel pretty shitty, because you're going to be like, man, I was so good at this certain thing. Why didn't I get there first? It's because you didn't work hard at it. Plain and simple. So work on your craft and work hard at it. You have a choice, right? This is your own life and you have a choice. You know how I talk about choices. Your past is your past. Decide who you want to become and become that person today. Don't wait for the future to become the person you want to be. Become the person that you want to be today. Years later, you're going to look down the line and you're going to think about how far you've got, and you're going to be extremely proud of yourself, abundantly proud of yourself. So just think about that. Next, I'd like to talk about what people have said that have helped, quote unquote, helped you create this narrative for yourself. And what does this mean? This means there's people in your life that tell you that you are something, or put a limit on you, so you start to believe that thing about yourself. For example, for me, most of my life, I heard that, I was cute, but I was too short. This is just a little petty example, but the whole shortness thing. I'm not a super tall guy. I'm like 5'7", blah blah blah. That's not important. Anyways, I started to convince myself that there wasn't really going to be anybody out there for me because I was so short. I put a limit on myself because certain people told me about myself. So it kind of put me in a box. Some people have teachers, parents, even friends or peers that put them in this box, that help them, like I said, quote unquote, create this narrative for themselves. And I like to think about it like this. Those people that put you in a box, they put you in a box because they were put in a box by somebody else. This is all a trickle-down effect. And since they were put inside of a box, they can't think outside the box. It's literally where that example came from. So don't let that person put a limit to your capabilities because they had someone put a limit on their capabilities. Their life is their life. They're going to say what they want to say to you, but you need to look at it and take it as face value. Be like, fuck that. I'm somebody entirely different. I don't have limits. The sky's not the limit. Have you seen the stars? Right? That's what you need to be thinking to yourself. Because in reality, if they decided to do nothing about it, that's on them. And if you're watching this still and you decide to do nothing about it, then that's on you too. Right? But after watching this, you know better. So like I said, if you decide to stay in that box, then that's on you. But with that being said, that will be the end of episode 4 of this podcast. Y'all, you use your story differently. Don't feel bad for yourself your entire life because it's not going to get y'all anywhere. It definitely didn't get me anywhere. And if y'all want better for yourselves, you need to speak better. You need to change your words about yourself. You know, your story was your story. Your past is your past. Maybe you were a terrible person in the past, a bad person in the past. Change that. You're the only one that has the power to change that. I hope that y'all got something out of today's episode. I felt very passionate about this certain thing that we talked about. Like I said, it was personal for me because this is something that I definitely had to work through. I appreciate every one of y'all, and I'll be talking to y'all next week. Peace.